many times you'll have a machine that you've just set up or made some changes in, and you'll find that all of a sudden it cannot communicate to other machines inside the network, or it cannot communicate outside your local network. So if you have a router and you want to contact other systems on the other side of that router, even though the router may be up and everybody else can communicate across that, you can't. If this is the case, you may have a problem with either your subnet mask or with your gateway. If you wanted to correct this or look at this, what you do is begin by going to My Network Places and right-click on it. If you were in NT4, you would go to Network Neighborhood, right-click on it and go to Properties. Since we're in 2000, I need to take an extra step and go to the Local Area Connection, right-click on it and go Properties. This brings up the general sheet. If this was NT4, what it would have done, as soon as I right-clicked on Network Neighborhood and selected Properties, it would go straight to this sheet here. So I'm going to go here to TCP IP. I can either double-click on this or click on it once and select Properties. When this sheet comes up, it tells me my IP address, my subnet mask, and my default gateway. If you remember, the subnet mask is what distinguishes the host address from the network address. So the way this is set up here, this item here is the host address, and this is the network address. So if, let's say, for instance, we had this in wrong, and this was a 0 here, this would be telling our system that this is the network address and this is the host address. So if you had one machine with a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0 and another one that was set up like this, they would think they were on different networks. And if they're on different networks, in order to communicate, they'd have to go out to the gateway. The problem here is this. This gateway may have the subnet mask of 255.255.255.0, and it might think the gateway is on a different network. And if the gateway is in a different network, it cannot communicate outside of that network because this machine needs the gateway to get out of our network. Because the gateway is like a door between one network and the other. And if we can't communicate with it, we cannot get out. Two of the biggest problems people have after they set up a machine on a network and it cannot communicate. One is that the subnet mask is wrong. If the subnet mask is wrong, it can't communicate locally and it can't communicate outside the network. We'll put that back to where it was. Now, if you're able to communicate locally and all the local machines in your network, but you're not able to communicate to machines on another network, and you check your router, and your router's fine, but everybody else can communicate to the other network. What you want to do is check your default gateway, because if this number is off by, say, one number, it's not going to go to the router, and it's not going to transmit the information back and forth between two different networks. I'm going to change this back so I can use my default gateway and keep my communications up between the two systems.